Hey guys, Larry here. Welcome back to Speedy Black. And I've been waiting a long time to do this. Having a garage, or at least having access to a garage, completely changes everything. So, got a shipment from American Muscle. Funny enough, I actually didn't know that Throttle made the cut, so good job, Throttle. I guess you guys are all under the same roof now, because you're definitely all on the same payroll. That's a dumb dad joke. Something like, these are probably the coils, so these got to be the plugs. Ford Performance parts. You know, I try to keep it in the family. Then we got a little catalog. You know, something light. That's nice. Because I think American Muscle has blown up into a huge company. They do, you know, not just Mustangs, Corvettes, Camaros, Chargers, Challengers, F-150s, all that stuff. This is not a plug. This is not an advertisement. It's not a plug. It is a plug, Larry. God damn. You're on a roll today, kid. Woo. Woo. It's burning hot here in Austin, Texas. And I wanted to work on the car today. So we're going to take this car that I've been working on for the past few years. And I had this idea where you see these lights, you see these taillights. Every summer I would run the most hated Mustang taillights. They don't look like Mustangs. So I took the old pair that I've had forever. I did a quick, like at-home paint job basically to just test if it would look good at the same color as the car. I also got a new deck lid, which is not over here. I think it's over here. And I put that there. Oh, you didn't see this. This is all test. So I also did the deck lid as well. So it's gonna be one basically solid color of red across the whole body. And today feels like a good day to try it out. I'm gonna probably sweat like crazy because it's super hot and I already kind of sweat a lot anyway. So before moving, one thing I'm glad we did was I basically wrapped up all the electronics. Okay, so we'll give the camera a second to adjust the light. So again, this was just a quick spray down. If I do like the way that everything looks, I'm gonna go like from the start. A new deck lid is about 70 bucks right now in American Muscle. The lights, because everyone hates them and I think they're not producing them anymore, and I don't know that for a fact, but I did some price scalping. They're like $300 on eBay right now, which is even better because I think when I bought them, they were new. It was like 700 bucks. But what we're gonna do now is let's take off the tape. Let's have a good look at these. And then I'm gonna start putting them on the car. I'll do the deck lid first and then I'll do the lights. It'd be a lot worse. Even though this is a demo pair. Not bad, Larry Charles, not bad. Hopefully you can see. I did the best that I could to get all the tape out. I think there's just a tiny bit. And also, in trying to get everything off, you see there's a little bit of damage right there, so I'm gonna have to touch it up. But this is just a trial. I think when I do the overall view, it's gonna look nice and it'll determine on if I wanna get this professionally done or not. That's the goal of all this, was to do it for cheap, then do it right. Because if I did it right and spent all the money and I didn't like it, I would rather have had the money. Before I finish off the car modification stuff, I gotta go get this car inspected so that I can pass for my registration, so that I can be a legal driver in Texas. Now, here's the critical part. Don't be lazy and don't have ADHD, because today is the 31st of July. This is the last day that I can drive this car until I get it registered. Yeah, I should have done this a long time ago, but I didn't. So this car, the story behind it is I'm building a sheeper. Not like Sheepy Race. I don't know if they call any of their cars sheepers, but I'm calling it a sheeper because a sleeper, right? If you've ever driven or heard of a sleeper, it's supposed to be a very unassuming car that people think goes really slow and is actually really fast, but it's meant to look unassuming, right? So like, I don't know, like a bus or a van or a station wagon, like no part of it makes you think that it is a performance car. So a sheeper is like one step above that for me. It's like a wolf in sheep's clothing, essentially. And so the reason why I'm calling this a sheeper is I don't want my car to be unassuming that like you don't think it's a race car at all. I want you to think it's the wrong race car, right? Like I want you to actually think it's the V6. I want you to think that it's not a GT because it doesn't have the 5.0. It doesn't have the GT badge in the back. I don't obviously have Shelby on the bumper. I don't have a venomous snake sitting in the front for the Cobra logo. I don't have any of that stuff. So somebody might look at this and say, oh, this guy spent some money on making a slow car look fast. Great, thank you, because it's a wolf in sheep's clothing, meaning it did start as a GT. 100% completely admit it started as a Mustang GT Performance Pack manual. It does have the Brembo brakes. But the reason why, let's see, please forgive all the junk because we just moved a couple months ago, like 2 months ago. We're still not unpacked. We've just been grabbing stuff out of boxes as we go. This one right here, and then not this one, but this one, and then the one down there. My body is not ready for the heat and humidity down here. It's not, I'm still on my California settings. Going back to the car. It's a stage 2 Whipple supercharger. It's also painted red, so it took a little extra time to get that. And I am gonna do the work myself to put that fat boy underneath this hood. And let's just say crank horsepower, I think it's advertised at like 825, something like that. And so, I don't know. That's basically the point blank period of it all is power plant 825. If I add some spray or some meth, I don't know. I haven't decided yet because I won't really need it a lot. I don't really race. I just wanted to build a really cool project car and then just make it as unassuming as possible. I want people to not necessarily know what it is because that's the fun of driving a car like this when you're out on the road is especially Corvettes. And I'm a fellow Corvette owner. That's the messed up part. But, you know, especially Corvettes, they love to pick on this car. And so, I don't know. I think it'll be fun to every now and then just show them my new taillights that everybody hates. These are the current taillights. This is the current rear. So, I actually might be one of the only people still rocking this. It's a little dirty, but when I clean it, it's so much better. So, basically, it's a reflective bumper. This is the bumper insert from a Mustang, like a 9904, the New Edge. And you take that and you put it on a blank gloss black panel and you make sure you get the reflective insert because what happens is at night when taillights hit this, it just glows bright white. And no one else is doing that. I thought it was really cool. And it just so happened that it fit the exact size of the deck lid. So I've been running that for a while. I'm telling you, this is the same clip. My face is like a faucet right now. It's rough out here, even in the shade in the garage. So I am happy. I'm super happy that we have a garage now and I can actually start making the car content. And I can actually start doing the builds, start doing the serious work because I can be protected from the sun. I'm getting lighting. If there was ever a time where I could actually start making this channel and building this channel, and granted, I'm gonna call out my laziness from not going as hard as I could at any other time in my life. Like admittedly, like I could have done more, right? That's just, it is what it is. But having the garage, having a safe place where I can work on the car, it can be open and exposed for long periods of time and not have to worry because I can close the garage door. That means the project is going to be on a whole other level. The only thing I need to figure out is a fan. I have a workshop fan in here. It's really loud, so I can't do this while that fan is on because it moves some wind. Whew. All right, let's get into the video. Since I just turned the car on for a little bit, I'm actually going to let it just chill out for a little bit so that the temperatures can go down because I'm going to be working on the engine. I'm going to be pulling out spark plugs and I just want it to be cool. The car wasn't on for that long, but I'm just going to give it like a little 30-minute cool down and I'll be back in 30. I'm going to drink some water. I'm going to wipe my face and we're going to move. So if we start with the deck lid, this still might be my favorite mod, or at least one of my favorite mods. It's just a photo shoot plate cover. If you want to do your social media, you know, you can just drop a magnetic plate right on top of your actual license plate. Not only is it a little bit better for privacy, not like anybody's really on me like that, but it is a little bit of extra branding on the car that I like. So, Speedy Black magnetic license plates. Let's get to the install. First, we're going to start with the deck lid. We're going to remove this dusty thing. I do need to wash it. 7mm. Getting these pieces off isn't that bad. There's a pretty easy trick to it. Use a flathead screwdriver, and I suggest you actually just pry up from both sides. So you squeeze your screwdriver back there on this side, pull off those prongs from the plastic, go to the other side, pull off those prongs from the plastic. They come right up. You take these thingers out. There's 2 bolts right here that you got to take out, and then the same on the other side. Now that the bolts are out, you basically just got to kind of pry this off a little bit. There we go. That sounded nice. That's what I like to hear. There we go. And the last thing you got to do is just make sure we got to separate the little rear camera from its cable clasp. It's really easy. You just pinch it from the side and you pull out. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. Fuck it, we're gonna keep making the video though. The real definition of mobile install. I'm literally just making the swap happen in my trunk. So if you'll notice, hopefully I can get this in camera. The replacement one doesn't come with any of these little clips. Your old one should have them. You wanna just gently pull them off and then put them on the new one. Big shout out to anybody who does outdoor car content and you live in Texas. I don't know how you guys did it. You had to have had a garage with cooling and good lighting available at all times of the day. This is ridiculous. God dang. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. I'll do the final reveal once I have the lights so that we can all see it together for the first time. So let's start working on these lights. Basically, I remember that for the lights, you have to pull off this paneling here. You got to pull off this little guy right there. You have to undo the electronic part of the harness, and then you can just pull that out and swap the new one in. And I'll save you guys the tutorial content. I'm gonna swap out the lights. I'll put the new ones in, and then I'll show you guys what everything looks like. All right, big reveal. I can see it, Jenny can see it. Get closer to the camera so you can. All right, what do you think? Be honest.
I don't like it.
Oh, they probably still can't hear you.
Oh, not my favorite. I think what I had in mind was a little bit different, with the like center red and light still black. And I feel like now it looks dinky. Like it doesn't look tough.
All right,
it
here.
doesn't look tough.
We may as well. Finally finished all the work. Probably lost 3 pounds in water weight, and I think I need to drink some electrolytes because it is freaking hot out here. But if I'm gonna be honest, I actually think the look, if it was professionally done, you wouldn't have like the cheapy paint looking stuff that's on there. Like, okay guys, I gotta run a quick errand for Jenny. I think she needs me to pick something up from the store. She bought some clothes, but she's packing up to go on a trip. So I gotta run errands while she packs. But at least I finished. I'm gonna freshen up, get to that store, get back, and maybe it'll be nighttime by the time I get back. It's time. It's time. I do think it looks better at night with all red. It looks serious. It still looks like a damn face though. It looks like a nice, pleasant face saying goodbye. We will do the spark plugs a little bit later. It's already the end of the day. So now I still haven't washed it, so this isn't a clean look, but it is the first reveal. And I'll actually be honest though, the halos don't look as egregious as they do. It still looks like Legos to me. It looks like Legos. This looks like an adult-sized Lego car because of those lights. Oh man.
Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Simcoe's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might never come down, cause the coast racking up the flight miles. So high, I might never come down, so what, this is my lifestyle.